Hi, this is Paddy from ruumi again. So once you've got all your field drawn in, I'd just like to show you in this video kind of some of the information we can provide you at field level, and then how to manage and edit your fields as you progress forwards. So let's dive in and click on pasture field 1. Now at the top, we show you your available dry matter. This is all of the forage that's available down to 1,500 kilograms of dry matter per hectare. And actually you can adjust that post-grazing target in the grass wedge if you want, and we'll go through that in later videos. So available dry matter is everything above a certain limit, and this is to prevent farmers from overgrazing their field. Which will allow the grass to grow back a lot faster and ultimately provide you with more forage. So if you overgraze, then the grass is going to take a lot longer to recover. So this is a key kind of benefit of ruumi. We then show you the total cover, which is your full grass height right down to the soil length. And the reason that your total cover looks lower than the available dry matter is because available dry matter takes into consideration the full 4.45 hectare area, whereas total cover is a per hectare metric. And then, of course, because we know this field is assigned to cow group 1, we know the exact demand of the animal group. So we can tell you that the grazing days ahead are about four grazing days in 12 hours, which is quite a long time, actually, in this case. Now, ruumi tries to give you the most accurate covers and grass information possible, but we're not always perfect. We're using two different kinds of satellite, radar, multispectral. We're updating cover readings daily using machine learning models. But sometimes we do ask you to tweak and adjust it, and that helps us give you better predictions going forwards as well. So what you can do is tell us, okay, ruumi, that information actually looks good. And that's really useful for us to know, because we can then use that data point to benchmark future predictions and improve. But also you can say that's not quite right and you want to adjust it. So let's try that. So we'll say this one's not quite right. Actually, let's say it's 1,987. And then hit confirm. And the field should update for us, immediately, and all the other stats around it as well, which is good. But what happens if the animal group does actually overgraze and go into the below the post-grazing target? What does that look like? So let's just put a bit of information in. It's not what's happening on farm, but just to demonstrate what that looks like to you. So if we go down to 1,300 kilograms of dry matter per hectare, it will update. And you can actually see we now give you an overgrazed warning. And when you're looking at your animal group level, you'll also be able to see, at animal group level, you'll be able to see a warning sign to, okay, my animals have eaten a bit too much now. It's time to get them off that field and put them into the next one. So as you progress with ruumi, you'll get a much better sense for how big you want your paddocks to be, and how many animals and what demands you want to have in the group across fields of a certain size. And we provide some videos to help you figure out those numbers in Ruumi Academy on our website. But what you might want to do is actually edit your field geometries as you get a feel for your rotation. It's pretty easy to do. So you just go to the menu, the More Options menu, and Edit Field. And then if you click on this blue line here, you can actually drag your kind of fence posts or nodes around. You can even delete them. And so, for example, let's say there's a little paddock here which we want to exclude from being grazed. Then we can adjust it like that, and then once that's done, we can just hit save, which is down at the bottom there. Okay, and so we'll come out of that. But also what you might want to do is delete a field entirely and draw two fields in its place where it was previously. So again, it's the More Options button, delete field, and also have no fear. It seems like you've deleted the animal group as well. You haven't. It's still there, and we'll just reassign it afterwards. So I'll go through that with you too. So let's add our new fields. So we go to go through to the button here, and we can turn it, again, you can take your time with this into, and we'll call this pasture field 1A. Choose your grass type again, so ryegrass clover, and then here we can just hit save at the bottom. We can add another field. And then move myself out of the way. I'll call this pasture field 1B. And we'll stick to the same grass type for the moment as well. And of course, just hit save. We're not going to add any more fields for the moment. And okay, so we've drawn our two fields in. Actually, what we want to do is want to assign them both to the rotation as well. So they're both part of cow group 1. Click on the field and then let this message to disappear. Cow group 1. They're all in the rotation. And now we want to put our animals back in one of these fields. So we click on the field and go move animals here, and then we're all set up. So with a few simple steps, you can divide into more fields. You can edit your field shapes and sizes. You can now see, okay, on my new field size, what's the available dry matter, what the grazing days ahead, the total cover. We've also covered adjusting those cover heights so they accurately reflect what's happening on farm, and then also what to do, how to spot an overgrazing event and when to move your animals. And we'll go a bit more into editing animal group demand in the next video. All right, thanks for listening.